Have you ever heard talk is cheap or you have to walk the walk? When I'm training new agents, I always say people don't care what you know until they know that you care. Hi, I'm Michael Shuster, multi-award winning real estate specialist in the Greater Toronto Area and the surrounding suburbs. These days, a lot of people say a lot of things. Sometimes they say things they don't mean. Sometimes they do actually mean what they say. So for example, they might say they care about your business, or they care about your satisfaction, or they care that you have a positive experience when you're working with them. They might say they care about your stress, anxiety, or fears when it comes to moving, or even something else that you're dealing with in life. Many people say it, and some even mean it. But here's the reality that I've learned after many years in my business and after getting feedback from so many past clients. What I've learned is it's just not enough to say you care about someone. It's a great start and it's very important, but it's not enough to stop there. It's just not enough to say you understand them. It's a great start for you to understand what they explain to you about their feelings and their expectations and their fears and their apprehensions and things like that. But it's not enough to stop there. Here's the secret that most people are eluded by. People have to feel cared about. People have to feel understood. Like I said earlier, and you nodded your head behind the camera in agreement, talk is cheap and you have to walk the walk. So it's not what you say, it's how you make them feel. People might or might not remember what you told them. People might or might not remember what you showed them. But people will never forget how you made them feel. I've had extensive training in sales, and of course, as a certified negotiator, extensive training in negotiations as well, which is, in fact, not the art of manipulating people, but the art of understanding people. Whenever I mentor new realtors, I always remind them, selling is not telling. And the art of selling and negotiating is not lying to people. It's not saying things to manipulate them to do what you want them to do. The secret is understanding the other person or the other parties, what they care about, what's important to them, and then doing what is necessary so that they feel understood and feel that you genuinely care. When I mentor new realtors or try to help anyone build their business or rapport and relationships with people, I remind them about what makes people do things and what makes people do anything. The brain appears to run our daily lives, doesn't it? When it comes to buying something or making a big decision, the brain becomes analytical. Face it, whether you're buying a house, a car, an expensive new dress, a new designer suit, a new big screen TV, booking your winter vacation, yes, even deciding if you're going to stay with that significant other that you just met, you start analyzing. Almost like making a list, you start thinking or picturing two columns, the pros and the cons, or why I should or why I shouldn't. But ultimately, when you buy that house that was more than your budget, or that expensive new dress that you really didn't need, or that big screen TV with the extra features you won't use, and the price tag that was higher than you wanted to spend, the all-inclusive resort versus the cruise or versus staying with family, or you give that special person a second chance, it always comes down to this. The analytical part of you came up with a much longer list of why you shouldn't buy that item or go to that destination or give that person a second chance. But even though the analytical part of you gave you a million reasons why not to do something, you did it anyway because your gut told you to, because you felt compelled to, because you felt better doing it. That, my friends, is emotion. That, my friends, is proof that the mind is analytical, but personal behavior and personal decisions are always led by emotions, whether we like it or not. And since feelings are emotions, I remind you of my message at the beginning of this post. Sometimes people say things they don't mean. Sometimes good people do actually mean what they say. But it's not enough to say you care about someone. It's not enough to say you understand them. If you want people to value you as a professional service provider, then the people have to feel cared about. People have to feel understood. People have to feel safe and trust you. We've all met a doctor with no bedside manner. They know their medicine, but you left the office feeling like they just don't give a hoot about you. You felt misunderstood and that they just didn't care. And I attribute every client who's hired me, and every referral someone has sent me, ultimately to how I made those people feel when we spoke, or when we met, or when we worked together. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.